YouTube, you feel me? Same clothes, different video. But look, I was telling, if y'all didn't tune into the last video, I gotta go tune into the last video to really understand the concept of this video, you feel me? So today's video is another story time, same time period as the last story time, but different things, right? So it was in between, like it was, I didn't want to say too much about this story time and the last story time, so I'm gonna really break it down for y'all this story time, right? So this story time is how some lady was spying on us and ratted on me because I was trying to work at a young age. Like she tried to tell the cops, oh yeah, we gonna get to it, bro, right? So boom, time period, I was 14. You gotta really go watch the other story time. I'm gonna give y'all a little summary. I was working with my uncle. He told me I could work with him. We broke down decks. I can actually break it down. I didn't break it down too much in that one. We broke down decks, we rebuilt them, painted them, cut them, drilled them, all that, right? So for his little complex, he worked in a complex. I used to go to Colorado every summer, and once I go to Colorado every summer, I would work with my uncle from when I was 13 to, I think I did it like a week or two when I was 15, but I wasn't really doing too much. But boom, they're gonna get into the story time, right? So I'm working with my uncle, right? My job was to cut the wood, paint the wood, sand the wood. You gotta sand it to paint it, but you gotta sand it, cut it, and just was measurements. I was just measurement bull. And like, sometimes I would put it together. Like, I feel like towards the end I started putting it together. Like he was like, all right, you can do this, you can do that. Like he was adding more jobs as the job went along, but this was in the middle, right? So boom, one day I'm working outside. He used to have these two little, I don't know what they're called, these two little like things. Everybody who works on wood knows what I'm talking about. It's like these two little things that hold the wood and keep it level so you can work on it outside or whatever. So I'm working on it. I'm under the tree, plugged in extension cord, you feel me? So I'm sanding the wood, I see this, she had a silver Chevy Malibu. See this lady, blonde hair, glasses, super Karen build, you feel me? She has glasses. She rolls her window down while I'm sanding. I got music in. Wires. They had like this brown stain on them because I was painting so much. I was really working. I'm not gonna lie, I was really working. Like I wasn't playing. The other story time is how I got fired 3 times, but I was really working for real. But I'm sanding, you feel me? Cutting it with the John, cutting it with I was cutting it, I was doing all that, right? So she drive by, she rolls her window down. She was like, oh, do you work with Keith? That's my uncle's name. She was like, do you work with Keith? And I was like, yeah. She was like, you look a little young to be working with that. I'm like, nah. Mind you, I wasn't knowing what her plan was, but I'm like, deny. I'm gonna just deny, because you don't need to know my business anyway, so I'm gonna just lie. So I'm like, nah. You feel me? And I just put my headphone in, back to working. I see her drive off. I see her drive around one more time. Looked at me. And I looked up. I'm like, yo, like what? So boom, I tell my uncle. He like, all right, yeah, man, we can't be. You are underage, so we gonna put you in the garage. I'm like, bruh, the garage, bruh, it's hotter in the garage. Like, it's all this heat compacted in the garage. So, all right, boom. So now I'm working in the garage. This time I'm painting, so I got the mask on. You can't really see my face. I got the mask on. I'm painting with the spray John, right? I'm spraying down, boom. I don't know what my uncle doing. My uncle really not a part of this story time for real. You feel me? And then we had the garage all the way open, like I'm dying. It's hot. So she comes over. I see the lady with the glasses again. She comes over. She in the John. I see this. Bro. I'm looking like, my eyebrows, I had the mask on, so I was cool. It was like this, bro, this is before COVID. Like, it was like the real mask, right? So, got the mask on. I'm like, bro, like, she drunk. So I'm looking at her. I'm like, oh. I run up the steps. I run through the door and close it. Like, I'm like, what's up with her? Like, she's taking pictures of me. So I go to my uncle. I'm like, yo, she just took a picture of me. Like, he was like, oh yeah, she about to go try to tell that I'm you, this and that. I'm like, bro. He was like, yeah, you're gonna have to lay low for a couple of days. You can't work for a couple of days. We're gonna bring you back. I'm gonna bring you back. I promise you. Like, he like, I promise you, we're gonna bring you back. You feel me? I'm like, all right, bro. So now I'm like, bro, this bitch fucking my money up. Why are you ratting, bro? Stop ratting. What's wrong with you? So boom, I come back after my couple of days of not working. So now he got the garage lowered, like it's lower, so somebody gonna have to like climb under it to like really, right? So I'm working. I see feet walk by. They stopped in front of the John. I'm like, I just stopped moving. I didn't move. Silence. It was just silent. And then they walk off. I'm like, oh my God, bro, she's really drawn. So my uncle told me that she went to the HO, whatever, the HO something meeting, and told them that my uncle was having child labor. Like, he was having a child work on his work for him instead of him doing it. And they wanted to get him out of there. They wanted to like terminate his contract or whatever. Like, it was really a big joint. Like, but mind you, I was a kid, so he didn't really tell me all this until like after. So I'm like, bruh, she tried to terminate? Like, she tried to like get you out of here? He was like, yeah. I'm like, bro, what? So she tried to take him to court and all that. So the picture she got, I had the mask on. He showed me like on like a photograph. It was like, she was like, yeah, they got this picture, but they don't know who you is. Because she didn't take the picture the first time. She took the picture the second time I had the mask on. So they couldn't, mind you, I'm mad tall. I was like 6'1" at the time. 6'1", 6 foot something. I was tall. You feel me? So they couldn't tell I was a kid. So I had to, in the story time before, I told you how I got fired 3 times. After the 3rd time, I went up there. I was done working, so it wasn't even nothing no more. Like, the case was dismissed or whatever. He kept working. He actually got a better contract and all that. Like, she was really trying to spy on us, bro. Like, bro, every time I would work, there was also this one time, right? So we had to go up because it was like the balconies. So we had to like climb the ladder to get on. He was like, anytime you see that car, like move away from it, right? So I'm drilling the joint in. I see the Chevy sign. You know, everybody know what the Chevy sign look like. I see the Chevy sign. I ducked. I hear it, you know, like rolling over rocks. Like the tires was rolling over rocks. It was like, you feel me? I ducked down. I'm looking through the little crack. Mind you, I'm building the deck, so I know everything about the deck, bro. So I'm in like the little crack where I can see where she's going, but she can't see me. So I'm looking. She really looking up. Bro, I swear to God, she like this. Trying to look up where I'm at, like, bro. I'm like, bro, like, she really on my body. Like, yo, bro, watch out. You feel me? But yeah, no, that was really it. I'm not gonna lie. After that, it was like, I already got fired 3 times. Like, I'm cooked. So yeah, no, that was really it. It wasn't really weird. It was, you know, that was it, man. That was the end of the story time. You feel me? I just had to tell you a little quick side story. You feel me? This is like a part 2. I'm gonna really put part 2 for to the last video, but I had to tell you this, y'all. But I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Later.